If you don't purchase this model, the Sakuta Kai will find you. So, just so everyone is aware, I've actually always preferred the Green Society as far as pre-war Japanese ultra-nationalist groups are concerned. But I don't know, you don't need to know this. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Anyway, the Imperial Japanese Navy probably created some of the most beautiful ships in the world when they built their heavy cruisers. I mean, their whole naval doctrine for surface warfare was to hit as hard as possible, at as long a distance as possible, while moving as fast as possible. This, combined with excellent night fighting capabilities and constant, and often sadistic training, meant that the Japanese heavy cruiser force was an incredibly powerful and dynamic part of the Japanese fleet. They were also used quite a bit more than the battleships, though the battleships were pretty much not used at all due to fuel constraints. And of course, focusing on speed, range, and hitting power led to sleek hulls and towering superstructures bristling with heavy guns, which, let's be honest, is undeniably attractive. The problem is that this design philosophy, while very sexy, wasn't well rounded. So when Allied navies discovered the weakness, they were just able to exploit them and essentially not play the Japanese cruisers' game. Nevertheless, the Nachi is representative of these beautiful heavy cruisers, and Fujimi's kit is a gorgeous representation of one of them. This kit is very well put together. There are very few fit issues, the details are crisp, and there is little to no sanding or puttying needed. I thought the instructions were fairly easy to use, though I like to make lots of notes on them because I tend to forget things or make dumb little mistakes like gluing things on backwards. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know. Although the kit looks nice out of the box, I decided to add the IJN Heavy Cruiser Photo Etch kit from Tom's Model Works. It's a generic photo etch kit that will upgrade a number of different IJN Heavy Cruisers, and it's pretty straightforward. Honestly though, I think that just adding railing to the ship would be enough to really make it stand out. I also added some rigging because I'm a nerd. I used the rigging material from Infinity Models, but I think you can get it from Ushi van der Rosten and a few other makers. It's basically just tiny black lycra, so it's very stretchy and won't break easily like stretched sprue will. So it is really good stuff, but it's really best for straight lines only. If you're going to have any lines with slacks in them or a bow of any sort, it's actually better to use stretched sprue. Or, if you can source it, long straight black hair. Honestly, human hair is probably the best material in the world for slack lines and small scales. Of course, if you don't feel like walking up to random women who have suitable hair and asking for a few strands, maybe stick with the stretched sprue. Anyway, for the base, I decided to go with a nice ocean. I kind of feel like waterline kits ought to have a water base, and so I did that. It also provides you with a better way of holding and transporting the model. I made this water effect using toilet paper and watered down wood glue, and I actually painted it the same color as an F6F Hellcat would be, with a few highlights, of course. I figured that if it's good enough for the US Navy, it's good enough for me. Anyway, I got the technique from a Swedish railroad modeler, and I forget his name off the top of my head, but I'll be using it again in an upcoming build. So if you want to see me do it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Otherwise, I'll try to find the Swedish guy's video and I'll link it in the description. I think he's way more popular than I am, so you probably have already seen it anyway. Overall, the Nachi is a really fun build, and truly a beautiful finished project. I think even a relative beginner armed with a good pair of tweezers could make a perfectly presentable model out of this kit. And I'm not bragging or anything, but... So, there it is! I really hope you get a chance to build this model, and if you have built it, let me know. I'd actually really like to see how it turned out. If you liked the video, by the way, please leave me a like, and if you didn't like the video, remember, leave me a dislike, let's be honest, but also let me know why, because if there's something that I can do better, well, I'd like to know how to do it. And by the way, to the person who sarcastically told me to turn my music down, thank you. Let me know if this was better. And don't forget to subscribe, of course. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I'm sorry about that. Turns out summer vacation ends up being a lot busier than the school year for weird reasons. I do have a summer class, so maybe that's it. But I've got 3 projects in the works. So yeah, if you want to see those, there's actually good ones. The Long Ship is coming. I swear the Long Ship is coming. I'm also working on a 19th century Chinese protected cruiser, which I'm kind of excited about too, because it's along the same lines as this. I mean, way smaller actually, but there's that. I'm going to put this away. And also, I have an F-18 Hornet that I'm working on, a Super Hornet actually. So yes, hit that subscribe button and don't miss out. That's all I've got for today. So I wish you joy in your lives, and I'll see you again soon.